Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
What's good, everybody? It's your girl, Kisha Key. Make sure y'all tune into the Kisha Key Show every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on 7 Mile Radio. To donate to the show, purchase merchandise, check out all episodes, or register your business to be a sponsor for the Kisha Key Show, visit 7mileradio.com/Kisha Key. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Kisha Key Show. It's your one and only girl, Kisha Key, and I'm back again with another episode. What up, though? The name of this show today is Awakening the Trauma. I have my girl, Natalia, here. Hey.
Hey, girl.
And I have Marcus, a.k.a. Mark. Please don't call him that. It's just Mark. Hey. And I just want to say hello to everybody, and I hope that you all are having a splendid Wednesday as I am. It started off a little rainy, but then it got a little warm a little bit. Now it's cold, but all is well. How are you today, Natalia?
Well, I am lovely. I feel good.
Feel awesome?
I feel awesome. I had a good week. It's been a while since I've been here, about 2 weeks. And within these 2 weeks, I had a lot of things going on, but I really had a good 2 weeks, though.
You feel awesome?
I feel good. I'm blessed.
I'm
here.
Amen.
Okay.
All right, Marcus.
How you
Same
feeling?
old shit, different toilet. Keeping busy. You know what I mean? I got the what's happening, Keisha's?
Nothing much. You know, it's what? I've been well, y'all. It's been just a little while myself. It's been a lot of life changes, but you know, your girl had to come back and bless you with another episode. I missed y'all. How are y'all? Come on, tune in, share. We got some stuff to cover today, but I feel all right. You know, I'm a little on the sleepy side, but I'm energetic and ready to rock and roll.
We're going to wake you up.
Yeah, we're going to wake me up
We gonna
today.
wake you
I
up.
feel pretty good, though. All right. Well,
Yeah,
cool.
I feel good. Y'all know I had a whole migraine 10 minutes ago. I was about ready to tap out. Now I'm good.
Yeah, I
See?
know. I went over there and harassed him. He had some Alfredo without the chicken.
No, I got chicken. You just the reason why she's saying there's no chicken because the first 2 times that she got bites, this is just her reason for wanting to get back in there because she just didn't. She missed the spot. Is what she's trying to say.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I got you. I done figured you out. I done figured you out.
Okay, no problem. Well, I had Chinese food, pretty good food, so I feel pretty good. What about you, Natalia?
Well, I had me a little pasta, Cajun, with some Alfredo and some chicken and sausages. It was nice.
Oh, y'all had
We all
Alfredo,
definitely
except for myself. I feel
Well, his Alfredo was different from mine, and I didn't go to his location.
So there. No, what you think you
Just
got
great
all
lies.
the thing all
Great minds
out
think
and
alike. I guess that's just a fire sign. I don't know.
Yeah,
But,
see.
that's
well,
what I
this
had.
is you know, Pisces are better.
Okay.
You know, if someone's standing in the gap for me just to... Wait, you're Leo. I'm a Pisces. What are you, Natalia?
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius, Cancer.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. Don't.
She done.
Whatever. But anyway, hey, y'all. What up, though? It's your one and only girl, Kisha Key. Today I want to talk about awakening the trauma. As you all know, there has been a lot of things going on in the media. Woo! And as you are on social media, you know that they are starting off every morning thus far talking about this McDonald's situation.
Oh,
and
BS.
and you know, I don't know. I don't feel like he was right or wrong. I have mixed feelings about that.
My thing is this, okay? If I want to buy food for all of the kids, that is my choice. For you to come at me like I'm wrong because I didn't, like I'm obligated to do that for all of your kids.
Right.
You're smoking monkey pubic hairs.
Smoking monkey pubic hair.
I try to make it as less colorful as I can, but that's it. Oh, for the Kisha Key show, right? Because that's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
But again, that doesn't mean that he shouldn't in any instance, right? Because are we talking about the child, all of the children just being in dire need of food? They over there starving,
Right.
then yeah, of course. But my thing is this: like, why did when he asked the question of where is these kids' dad at, she just blew by that, didn't answer like he didn't even ask it.
And not
Why
only
is it his part? Why is it his fault
Yeah.
that these kids don't have? Or actually, why haven't you fed your own kids? These are your
Thank
kids.
you. Your
Why
there we
children.
go.
fed your
Your
own
children.
kids?
Yep.
Why is it his responsibility to the point that you're mad at him because he didn't? How about he can be mad at you because you didn't feed your? These ain't even his kids.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I see. That's why I said right or wrong, because it's like I get it. You know, when you go to somebody's house, you want to bring the kids some food so they don't feel left out.
Right.
But at the same time, his only responsibility and obligation was his child.
Right.
So
the only instance that I can see where everybody's playing this card where he's wrong, if I'm dating the mother, if none of these if none of these kids are mine, and I say I want to bring you something to eat, and I bring you something to eat without bringing your kids something to eat, then now you got a question.
I absolutely agree.
But my son called me
Yeah.
and said, "Dad, I'm hungry," and I'm wrong because I didn't bring his sibling, and you got a whole house full of kids over there,
yeah.
and
I
I'm
just
wrong
wanna-
because I didn't feed them.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't need them
And
kids.
I want to say this. I'm sorry to cut you off. I want to say this is because if you didn't catch in the video, she specifically said when she get her stamps. You know I get them on the 7th. You know I get them to the 11th. Which one is it, the 7th or the 11th?
Right.
And you got, what, 4 total? Could be 4 kids.
So
Right.
you probably sell your stamps
You
for cash
selling
to
your
do some
stamps
other shit. So
Right.
you
because I
blunt
got
it.
one kid and I barely could get steps, and the steps I get is like 160 or whatever. Well, my one child only, so I can imagine with 3 or 4 kids how many steps you're getting.
Right.
It should not. You should have food in that household to last you to the next time you get some darn stamps. If not, if you don't want your refrigerator freezer to be that full, you still got money to go get some steps. Then the thing is, what triggered with me is that she said, "You said you gonna help out." Did he say he was gonna help out
Right.
with you and help you take care of feed your other kids, or he
Right.
gonna help out with his child only?
In which
But
he
then-
should be only obligated to do
it's
so
like,
with his
this
child.
is like, and it's like a damned if you do, damned if
Damn
you
if
don't
you
censor
don't.
for.
Right.
Because it's like if he was the type of dude that wasn't bring his son,
Then she'll
food,
have a
oh,
rebuttal.
yeah, but now because
Yeah.
he is,
Yeah.
and he's not doing good enough to what you want, now he's still wrong.
Now I see people say it's about characteristics. I understand that, and I do feel how you feel. I do feel like he was not wrong, and then I
Yeah.
feel like okay, characteristics does play a part because
Right.
common sense would be like, okay, let me get these kids something.
How about this?
Uh-huh.
Now,
ready
but
or
what if we
something.
don't know? What if we don't know? This is like she said, it's not this first time he's done it.
Right.
But what if
So-
between those
so
times
what?
he never? But what if between those times that he did bring food and she didn't highlight that moment?
Right, that
Right.
He
one,
saw
number
it right
one.
then and there.
I
He
was
saw
just about to
He
dig
saw it
into
right
that.
then and there, like
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, though, right? I'm not gonna start doing anything for anybody that I can't continue to do, right?
Right.
So now you got to be careful on how many favors you do for people, because right when you get
They
to the point
get
where you're
to
not
count
able to
them.
do that, when you
Right.
when you can't do it no more,
She
now you're the
dependent.
bad guy. You're
Right.
the bad guy.
She
Now.
Absolutely.
dependent on
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you fulfilling them the obligations of the other the other dads and shit. So it's like now. And who knows if he actually is able to feed all 4 of you? He don't got
He
4
probably
kids.
didn't
But
have
he's-
the money for that.
So
but
now,
he,
Thank
so now,
you.
so
Yeah.
now, and
Spend
this
his
is the
last
one.
for his
This
own.
is the one that was pissing me off out of all the women saying, "Oh, see, that sounds like some broke, bitter shit." Yeah, out of her,
Yeah.
she's the broke ass, bitter ass woman. Not
Yeah.
him. He ain't
Yeah.
broke. Even if he's not able to buy for, guess who's not able else? Who else isn't able to buy 4 fucking Happy Meals? The mom. So we're
Right.
just gonna skip over her negligence,
Exactly.
and just point at his, and it's
Exactly.
not even his kid. And then on top of that, the icing on the cake, you take the fucking food and throw it on the fucking ground. You ungrateful.
you ungrateful, you ungrateful homie and sapien. We
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
do that, homo sapien.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was. That she
And then how does it make you look to try to not only embarrass somebody who you slept with and procreated with,
thank you.
but
Because
someone who's
that
coming
part.
in, you trying to embarrass him, and he coming in at a moment where he's trying to help you
Thank you.
and render aid to a situation, and now you want to embarrass him because I'm exposing. You know, you're exposing yourself, dumbass.
Stupidity.
Yeah, it was ignorant.
At its finest.
It was stupidity. Stupidity.
At its
At its
finest.
finest. Actually, we got a video just in case y'all are like in the dark about what we're talking about. We do have a video because some people don't know what we're talking about, but they're seeing the post. So we're gonna go ahead and roll that for the audience, Mark, so they can be on the same page as us. For those that didn't
Which
see
one? You
it.
talking about the McDonald's,
McDonald's video?
Okay, yeah, because I
Yeah.
do got that. I don't know if you sent it to me, but I do got it. I roll it. Hold on.
Nah,
Yeah.
I got it.
Yep,
I
right.
finally got a hold of it.
Yep.
Oh, you
Yeah.
didn't see an Italian?
At first I didn't. I just chimed in because I'm like, I don't know what y'all talking about, but all I know is I don't like McDonald's.
Yeah,
So
I
who-
sent it to you in your inbox.
Oh, well, I
kid has seen
had
it
it.
eat
I had it. I was
McDonald's?
about to talk about it, but I was like, I'm gonna wait to Kisha show.
Yeah, let's
So
do
let's
it.
get on
I
into
had-
it. Let's get on
Yeah,
into
just
it.
for the people who ain't see it.
Look, y'all. Every fucking day, my baby daddy come here with one fucking meal for my child. But I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids McDonald's though? Like that's bogus as hell. Like you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there he go, and I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you.
What?
Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
Dumb.
They ain't my
Why
kids.
the- Okay, but them your kids' siblings though.
What are you talking about? What are you mad
Them
about?
my kids, them your kids' siblings though.
So what you?
So my other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I don't get my food stamps to the 7.
Lisa, how is that my problem?
But if you're trying to help out though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings?
You had
Them are his siblings
Lisa,
though.
You had the
He not finna eat in front of all his other siblings and they're not eating no McDonald's. No, why do I gotta put?
Bring him out to the car. I'll let him.
No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Lisa, so you telling me that I gotta bring? So when I bring my son food, I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound f***ing dumb.
How is that shit dumb? You
That's
sound
my-
dumb.
I
You
have-
sound dumb.
Where are they daddies at? Nobody told you to talk to them other. You had them other kids. Them your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all. How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's? You know I get food stamps on the 11th.
That ain't 3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine. What do
Yeah,
I look like? I bring
they're
my-
his
I
siblings.
bring him
You
food.
knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me.
No, the f- I did.
Yes, you
I
did.
ain't know you expect me to take care of all the kids. They not my kids.
Okay, but you still had a baby with me who have kids with other people. I still have other kids.
Why are you recording me? First of all,
Because I'm exposing you. Everybody think you such a motherfucking good daddy.
I am a good daddy.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're full of shit in this bullshit. You only come here with one fucking piece of food for one child.
The child that's mine, silly.
No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kids. Don't feed nobody at all
Listen,
then. He
you
can't
had-
take that shit.
Listen what
He
you
can't
said.
eat it.
Maybe if you had 1 or 2, I can maybe. You got it's 3 extra kids. What the? You all like going to my motherfucking account, spending money on all those kids. Them not my kids.
Them are your kids' siblings though. Dumb.
So that's what you gonna go with. That's the one you gonna.
Those
go
are your fucking kids' siblings.
They're my. So that means.
Yeah.
I take care of them.
So don't.
where's
No,
the-
I didn't say you have to take care of them. You can bring them something to eat if you bring one something to eat.
I bring them food every other day. What do you mean? I'm not-
Exactly, but you don't never bring food for the other ones. You know I get my food stamps on
They
the
are
11th.
your babies.
Okay, but I'm saying we share the
If you-
same
if you-
kid
if you
as
feel-
well.
Absolutely. So if you want to, if you feel the way about him eating, take him in the room and let him.
I'm not taking my kid
Or
in the
send him down
room.
to the car. He ain't even got. He ain't got to eat in front of his brothers and sisters. He can come right down to the car and eat with me. Is that
No,
fine?
no. You know what? Fine. Give it here.
Thank you.
Give it
Like,
here.
hold up, bro. Like,
Give it
you
here.
know, kids,
Give
like,
it here.
You sound stupid.
Dumb. He ain't eating this. Fuck you.
Why the f- you just do that?
Because you ain't bringing up for all the other kids. You stupid. Stupid. Selfish as a. Like you're dumb as hell. You're dumb as hell. He not finna eat that. Dumb.
Take care of him anyway.
Dumb. He not finna do that. If you can't do it for all, don't do it for none of them. Bye, stupid. Thought I was finna take that today. Yeah, I had another thing for him today. No, he can't take it today. Look, y'all.
Wow. Hold on. Not throwing the food so that your baby could still starve. Not looking like you're jealous.
If it was about the kid eating
Yeah.
or the kids eating,
It was about her and her
It was
brokenness.
about her and her brokenness and
Yeah.
her bitterness.
Yeah, and
but there's
bitterness.
so many women siding with that bullshit, man. And there's so many women who use those type of narratives to push their points, and they sound like fucking bird brains.
I watched this
bird,
video about
straight
twice,
bird.
about one time, well, twice, a little bit the second time. But to actually like sit here and watch this video and how she called herself exposing him, but really exposing her ignorance to the finest, because now your baby is not going to eat. It seems like you're jealous, you know, for your own child in a way to me. And why would he buy? Hold on, because that started off like maybe right or wrong, but
'Cause
now
how
I'm
about-
kind of leaning more towards he's right.
'Cause
Now
how
that I
about
got a
this?
chance
First
to
off,
sit in it.
How about first off, if we flip the tables around, right, and let's see how stupid this sounds from step one.
Right.
Imagine the father having the child,
Right.
and him calling the mother, or the child calling the mother, asking her to bring her something to eat. Okay, the mom, why the fuck am I bringing you something to you with your dad?
Right.
Right.
Number one.
Right.
And then number two, if she was to bring the child something to eat and the dad had other kids over there, how stupid would he look
It was a post
say-
previously about that. About
to say
what-
to say you should have brought all of my kids who I have over here with me who aren't yours, who are your child's siblings, something to eat.
It sounded like she wanted to make a family with him to me,
because
and
they
that
had-
he rejected that.
Right. Because they had
Yeah.
that her baby, they baby together is her last born.
Man,
Yeah,
that's the
so,
reason why.
yeah,
and
she definitely
man,
wanted a
I don't
family.
know the situation, but it's like that's the reason why, especially if it's a relationship involved,
Mm-hmm.
you got to make sure that both people want that kid before you bring it into the world, man.
My
you
God.
can't be
Come
selfish to your
on.
fucking self, and to say,
Yes,
well, I want this
indeed.
kid, and then want to turn around and obligate the person into all of this extra shit that they know
Exactly.
that they didn't want to fucking deal with in the first place, regardless of sleeping together. You know the consequences, yes, but there's always something that can be done in the event that you find out that there is a situation.
It's so much to unpack in this video.
Well, let's
So
unpack
much
it.
to unpack. Like for starters, one, like you said, she's very jealous, insecure.
Yeah, she's jealous and
And the
insecure.
fact, what is it? 4? We're gonna say 5. I don't know. We're just gonna say 5. I don't know. So within those 4 or 5 kids, and you have, like he said, you have different kids by different men. It's not really
Come on.
my responsibility to help you take care of those kids.
Right.
And with him seeing that, we're not in a relationship, obviously, because the way she coming at him. Now, how he was able to bring his child something, that's what I want to know where to start a conversation. Did son call daddy?
Right.
Or did you call daddy? Did you specifically say on the phone, your son hungry?
To get him over there to argue.
Your son is hungry.
Right.
Now, if you said your son
Right.
is hungry,
That's a good point.
common sense, I'm going to go bring my
My
child
son.
some food.
Right.
So
Now,
you set him up for the okie doke.
Yeah,
if that was-
basically,
if
that
that's
could
the
be
case.
interpreted like that
Now,
in many ways.
if she didn't say it that way, well, the kids are hungry. I don't have no money or no food at the house to feed them. Can you bring some food?
Then
That
that's-
right there
that-
would have resolved the whole
whole
Thank you.
motherfucking
The
thing.
she
whole
would have found out
situation.
that she ain't got no money to
her
help them other
pride
kids
was
out.
Yeah.
in the way, and she couldn't act like that. Nor could she accept
'Cause
him
she was
only
just
feeding
purposefully
his own
trying
son.
to prove
she
a
was
point.
perfect. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you see that because she had the phone on saying,
She
"I'm about to
said it.
expose him,"
Yeah.
not knowing that she was really underlining and exposing herself.
Sound like she
exposed
might hate
herself.
men till we can take this deep.
It sounds like that too.
Yeah, like, you know, she probably wanted likes and shares
Ain't
and
no-
everything.
yeah.
This could be so
Not-
many
not
not
women
things.
only
do shit like
to
this for
unpack.
attention, just because they
Thank
want
you.
social
Never
media
showing
fame.
herself.
She
She
did
just-
it
Right.
specifically for likes
Right.
on social media.
She just put a
Specifically.
target on
Yep.
herself. So if this man, at the end of the video, you really couldn't hear because she get louder and try to yell over him.
Mm-hmm.
He specifically said, "You don't take care of your kids, no way. I take care. I pretty much put more effort in for my son because you got so many, and their parents are their fathers are deadbeats. So with that being said, when she was I heard a little what he was trying
Right.
to say. Baby, you just made this man win a court with this video.
Okay. Because they
That's
are
all
right. The
you
judge
just
is not going
did.
to rule, oh, well, you know, you need to pay child support for your child and the rest. The judge is
He
going to
either
rule
got his
child support for
So-
your
Either he
kid.
So
got
what
his child
happens-
support amount lowered, or he ain't got to pay child support.
What
and he can
happens?
fight
What
custody
happens
for
on
that
Christmas
baby.
when he buys his son a pair of Jordans and the rest of the kids got on fucking
Thank
bowling
you.
shoes?
She's
Thank
throwing
you.
them away.
She throwing them away.
But then that's when you bring about resentment. Your son is going to resent you for basically coming in between
When he
his
grows up and he
relationship with his
sees
father.
exactly when he grows up and sees that, unless you're gonna be one of them type of crazy, spiteful, bitter bitches to turn around and gives him another father and tell him that this dude is his dad and it's not, and then he don't really have
My
the
God.
attachment
Man,
to him
listen.
and ditch him and throw him away. You know what I'm saying? Because he know he's not real, or because he ain't dealing with you no more,
This as
Right.
and he has no real attachment to that child because it's not really his. Then what? You know?
we as Black Americans, Black people, period. This pretty much just make us look foolish as women,
Yeah.
period. Especially
Yeah.
women.
And let's say
Right.
this part too.
It looks so
if
foolish.
that fucking video is even real, we'll say that because we know how a lot of people stage
Right,
shit
right.
for social media.
But she
and
got
even
his face
that
on.
make it right. Well, they blurred it out on the ones that I seen.
Yeah.
But it's still, even if it is staged, that speaks more to the IQ of the general population of social media, where everybody is feeding into this shit so much. Where we've become, this is another one of them topics where motherfuckers delete people off of their friends list because of what they feel and their views
And how
of
they
it.
feel.
And I ain't gonna lie, like I done heard some shit from some people. It's like, you know what, maybe I need to delete your ass. You
Yeah,
just
me
sound straight
too. Me
stupid
too.
about this shit. right? And then between this and the whole R. Kelly shit popping today, it's like, yeah, see,
Oh
you know
yeah,
what?
we're gonna get off
It's
into that
distractions
too.
after distractions
Yes,
after
it
distractions.
is. Yes.
And they done threw roll
Yes.
bases way out the window. Like Shawty just made it reason why. I hate to say it, but I'm against it. But really, you just explain why they did what they did. Because you out here having kids that you can't take care of. Let's stop abortions. Boom. You just gave us a great example with this dang on video.
Right, and speaking of that, like you can't tell a woman what to do with her body.
You
I'm
can't.
tripping out
can't, and that's my
on the
issue.
way of the world and how they think.
You can't. But that's how they think.
That is exactly how they
They
think.
feel like you lay down and you let it happen.
Mm-hmm.
We are not helping you pay for anything, or we are not gonna take a child. Like my thing is, I agree. Like this is my body. This is my
Right.
decision. You
This
know what I'm
is
saying?
My body, my decision.
I should be able to have a decision to decide what I want to do. Now, my question. I was gonna say this question on my show, but I'm gonna ask the question tomorrow too. What stage weeks you are considered the baby to be for you to have abortion? Because now they say if you have abortion, you're going to prison. You're getting locked up. So let's say 5 weeks. That's blood clot. Really, that's really no seed.
Yeah.
So when is
Right.
where you consider it abortion? That's the question I'm asking, and I need.
We got a lady in a comment, Miss Nicole Patterson. If you're still here, do
Yeah,
you
she
want to
said-
chime in
well,
on
she
this?
said, well, I was about to read her last one,
Okay.
her comment in regards to the other conversation. She said the real question, which y'all already expounded on earlier in
She's
the conversation.
selling them stamps.
Yeah, well, she's selling the stamps. She said the real question is, if you got 4 kids, you're getting a shitload of stamps. What are you doing with it? And she's selling the stamps, obviously, right? Or doing so, or mismanaging them in some kind of way because she have to be. I don't know about the system of stamps, but if she got 4 kids and she on stamps, I know she got to be getting enough to accommodate for them 4 kids. So why is it not lasting for the length of time that it's supposed to?
Of course, I know that law doesn't have nothing to do with
I
the
was just about
African American women. We already know where it's coming from. So it's just as women, it's not even about race at this
Yeah, it's
point.
not
It's
about
women
race
in
at this point.
general. So that's where we are speaking of. Like that right has been taken away from us.
Yeah, which is very, very, very ridiculous.
And it's only to
and
please. We
unbelievable.
already know what race that is.
Well, they said that they said that this victory in Supreme Court was a great victory for white life. I don't know
Yeah,
if
it's
y'all
white
seen that.
women. It's
You know, because they have more abortions than us.
They
quiet as
do.
kept,
The
you know what I mean?
percentage they
And then
do.
when you couple that with the amount of miscarriages that they have, they probably feel like that's the reason why they are not. The population is not thriving like ours is. You know what I mean?
But what about the women, the black women that do have a very high percentage of losing their babies during birth?
What about them?
That takes a role.
No, I mean,
too.
but the thing about it is, it's more of us.
It is gonna
out
be
here
more
anyway,
of
you know
us,
what I mean, so I mean, we have abortions, miscarriages, and you know, the stillbirths and all of
The
that. too.
stillbirth.
But the thing about it is, with it being less of them and them having a higher percentage of abortions and a higher percentage of miscarriages.
He's right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
That's-
looking at the comments.
That's pretty much what it
Talking
is.
about
White
Daryl
folks not
Bobby, what he
procreating.
said.
That's what I'm saying. Right?
Procreating.
With them not procreating, that's like I said, with them not reproducing as much as they need to
And they-
to keep up.
Right. They
right?
mating
And then
with
they
other
have more
races.
and they
Yep.
have more. Yeah, but see, we know what happened when they make with other races, especially us. You know what I mean? They don't do nothing but make more of us. You know what I
Right.
mean? They may think that they're doing that to prolong their own, genes or bloodline and whatnot, but it's the exact opposite of that. So that's the thing. That's the reason why they feel like it's a victory for white life, because they are stopping white women from being able to have abortions, and we're gonna be able to procreate more
I understand.
within their own race.
There you go.
There you go.
They were
Right.
down there at Hart Plaza trying to get people to sign this petition against it during the fireworks on Monday. So
They
yeah.
was?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I know it's I heard in certain states that still allow you to do it, and then you got the airlines are sending you like free flights to go out of the country to do abortion.
Well, there's still some states that you can do it. It's not all over the country, right?
Okay.
There's certain states that, like,
Is
soon as
Michigan one of them?
No. As soon as they turn it over, it was a few states, don't quote me, but I believe Texas and maybe a couple other ones, they just went out right and just made it illegal right then, like 5 minutes after they turned it over. You know what I mean? So, but it's a lot of other states. It's like right now, Chicago
Is one of them. That
no,
don't
you
allow-
can go to
You can go ahead.
you can go to Chicago and have
Yeah.
an abortion.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I saw
I
that
need to-
earlier.
Read up
So
more on
Michigan
this
is
stuff.
one.
I
Of,
am
Michigan is
too.
one of the ones that I
Educate
believe is
myself.
in limbo. They haven't decided or not whether they actually gonna overturn it.
Michigan is always the last one to make a decision on something. Always. Well, I tell you what.
'Cause they
We
want
are
to see what
living-
this pot looking like. How we gonna do this? Because they know if we
Ooh-wee.
agree. They already know Michiganders. If it's something we all don't agree, we gonna come together and we gonna shut something
Come
down.
on.
But they gotta think. They gotta really, really be careful about this decision.
Mm-hmm. They really do. I don't know. Man, we are living in some times, right?
Man, oh man.
I'm telling you, you get to dictate and tell the woman what to do with her body. Man, you got R. Kelly.
Oh yeah.
You got R. Kelly.
Man, R.
Kelly.
Kelly.
Man, I mean, y'all.
30 though.
30 years.
30.
The brother.
Mm.
He has been sentenced to 30 years in federal prison for sex trafficking. Wow. In a sex trafficking case in New York, U.S. District Judge Ann Donnelly handed down the ruling after an alluring impact statements to be delivered by his victims. Prosecutors argue that R. Kelly experienced a traumatic childhood involving severe, prolonged childhood sexual abuse, poverty, and violence. 30 years.
And that's the
The
reason
hit
why
maker.
he was touching on them babies.
My goodness,
But
brother.
I feel like it wasn't all his fault. It's the damn parents.
It is
They
the
need to
parents.
be. They need to be on trial too. Like they
Yeah.
need to be.
I feel like, some people, because we got some pictures, kind of show the people what's going on, what he looking like. A lot of people want to know what he's looking like in there. I wanted the people to see, because I want to dig into this, because this brother here, R. Kelly, wow, sorrowful, regretful. I mean, just look at this man's current state. 30 years. I feel
55.
like, and he's 55.
85.
Mm.
Get out if he gets out. He's not
If
okay.
he gets out,
He's
he
not
looking
gonna- I
at
don't
life.
I don't think, right, I feel
I
like
don't
he
think-
might be in there for life.
Yeah, he probably. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but I don't see him surviving 30 years.
No.
No.
I would hate if he do a Epstein on us.
Mm-hmm.
Commit suicide.
Yeah, because that's what I said. Like, I wanted to show this picture to y'all because I just feel like, honestly, I still love R. Kelly's music.
Oh yes,
I
we
still
all
people
do.
do.
I still
his
bump
music.
it.
A lot of people do.
I still do.
A lot of
And
people
I'm
do.
not going to stop listening to it because
No.
it's good. But, like, do y'all really feel like
Somebody gonna delete you off their friends list for that, Kisha.
I know. I hope not. But if I'm entitled,
You
to
are
my
entitled.
my own opinion. You
Yeah.
know,
Absolutely,
The
absolutely.
views and opinions of the girl Kisha Key is not that of yours, but his music, you can't take the talent from him.
No,
the
you
person, R. Kelly Robert, is horrible, but the music R. Kelly kills is wonderful.
It's awesome.
And
Talented.
we play it, and
outside of him and Fantasia, they some good ass actors because I never knew they asses could not read until now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this man couldn't read it. He making hits after hits after hits.
Yeah, he
sure
can write and he can produce a beat for sure.
Yeah, he
But
can read them notes.
I still love his music. He's a lyrical, musical genius, but absolutely not. A lot of people were saying that they don't believe that he actually did everything that he's being charged for. Y'all know the charges? I mean, well, just sex trafficking, right?
Yeah, just, they
And
call
something
it
else?
sex trafficking
Of a
of
though.
minors. But he did. But when I saw the documentary, like grown women, like women his age, he treated them. But if you're a woman that age, common sense, no, like they had no rights to go against him.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like you agreed to that.
Yeah.
Now, as a minor, that's different. And with the parents being involved, them parents, they have to be held accountable.
I do agree with that. And I also had read something about that people are now regretful that they testified against him because in their terms, the bag has stopped. The money has stopped.
The
flowing.
money stopped.
The money has stopped. So now everybody is trying to like retract their statements and change it up and everything foolishness.
That's like I saw a post yesterday, and I'm always on the shade room. I really don't watch too much on the news, but I try to tune in.
Right.
But,
yeah. I've been trying to get better at that myself.
You ever watch Black Ink in New York?
Yes.
So you remember Caesar and what's her name?
Duchess. Yes.
Duchess comes out and say Caesar was abusing and beating
I
her.
saw that.
After years going on. And I said, well, why not? Well, why would you come out now and say something? And I said, well, Talia, the money stopped.
Yeah,
the money
just
flowing.
stopped.
And when the money stopped flowing, because now the show has been canceled. Oh, now the show is canceled. I feel obligated, and I feel like this has to be told. He was abusing
But we know what happened for real. What did the R. Kelly people say? The money stopped.
The money stopped.
Right?
Yep.
The money stopped coming from the shows. The royalty stopped coming from the shows.
Yep.
Right? No more shows in production. No more opportunity for me to keep that bag flowing in. So now I have to make myself relevant again because we live in a day and age where you don't need talent. All it takes is for you to say the right thing. That is antics now. Be involved in the right shit.
Right, and it's about who you know.
Put some fucking Gorilla Glue in your hair, right?
Yeah.
And now you make it to talk shows.
Yes,
okay? Fuck the right person on the right way on the right video, and now you're known, and now everybody is trying to sponsor you because you got 2 million followers or some shit. I mean, little shit like that. So it's like that is how the world. Like, she just want to make herself relevant. This is a way of making herself relevant again to, possibly attract a bag.
Right.
No matter how negative the situation may be that I use to catapult myself back into the spotlight.
I don't understand why you would get...
Sell my soul.
First of all, this whole dog abuse situation with Caesar. Why?
I forgot about that. That man said, oh, I'm sorry.
Dude, what are you doing?
He knew.
I mean, brother.
Wasn't it NFL?
I loved Black Ink. Ocho Cinco Chad. Yeah.
You knew.
You
knew.
And then he was doing that dog scantless. Honestly, I would have canceled his show too. You're too ruthless, brother. What you?
He knew. He knew about all of that because one, Black Ink ain't popping. New York especially ain't popping. Now you got Chicago. Now you got LA. Now you really don't hear about none of them no more.
You
like
don't,
that.
and they had their run. I used to be a faithful Black Ink watcher.
Yep.
Yeah, what Erica, let's see. You said, now would you separate the two if it was your child? Just asking. I feel the parents should be charged too. Yes, and I do still listen to his music. Yes, I agree. I feel like the parents should definitely be charged when it comes to this R. Kelly case.
Definitely.
Because they knew, and they kept quiet because of the bag being in rotation.
And you're right. And they pretty much, they told them girls, say this, say that.
Yeah.
And you remember when the girls didn't want to tell on him.
Yeah.
They was telling, I don't know if it's the truth, but for them, it was the truth. They told on their parents.
Yes.
And then it came back to, I was brainwashed.
Yeah.
I was afraid. I was scared.
Had a whole series.
And then now they done put him on out here, and that's how he got that 30 years.
Could you separate the two if it was your child?
Could I separate the two if it was my child? I wouldn't put my child in that predicament.
Yeah,
that's what
way.
That's the answer that a lot of people say. Like,
it
wouldn't be my child.
It wouldn't be my child.
Yeah, because right.
You have more common sense to sing your child on stage with a man that you know is grown, knowing your child is 17, and you allowed her to go on stage.
Yeah.
Seen her go backstage.
Yeah.
Allowed her to get taken from the fucking concerts or wherever else. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
You knew.
And the ones that wasn't married, them parents, they was good looking mamas. I would have sent my butt up on that stage. I wouldn't even. First of all, my child at 17 would not be at no R. Kelly concert.
Right.
Let's run that
I'm
back.
a dad.
Right.
The
Let's
dad.
run that
yeah,
back.
The dad. Right.
Right.
With the dad. The dad. You took her to the R. Kelly concert.
That's just like that one video I had a while ago for the young lady that was going to prom with her dad in the picture, and she had her breast
Oh
out.
yeah, the one you showed us.
Yeah. What are y'all doing?
Sex sells, and these parents, some of these parents nowadays would do anything for a penny.
I'm telling you.
You might as well just sell your
Befriend
whole
their
child
kids
at
and
this
everything.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, if you have, you know, drug addict parents that sell them children, sell their children, their daughters to the drug dealers and shit for
My goodness.
for drugs.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So now what make you think that you don't
Yep.
have that on the side of the spectrum of celebrities, right?
Mm-hmm.
And them having enough money to buy your, like if they got enough money, it's just all about the money,
It's
right?
all about
Right.
money.
It's all about the money.
Care more about the money than you do your kid. You care more about the drugs, the money, the crack than you do your kid.
Well, didn't you say that's why they have this abortion thing in place?
Pretty much.
Yes.
It's like people are having kids just to abuse them. Like, yo, for their own benefit.
And I got a feeling that now that they done stopped this abortion, guess what else they gonna stop?
What you think?
Child support gonna keep coming up. Food stamps gonna get lower and lower.
Yep.
Those that on WIC gonna get lower and lower. Anything money that you're giving from the government assistant, lower and lower. Because guess
Yes.
what? You think because I got
Good
these
point.
kids come tax season, I'm rich.
Right.
I am rich. I be asking about tax. I got one child. Around tax season, I be like, somebody let me buy it.
Right.
Because the way y'all getting off, y'all, when they had that PP loan,
And they were,
Oh, they
boy,
was-
people
Woo!
abuse stuff.
they was chilling. They was relaxing. I was going to work, and I'm frontline. I'm going to work every day, taking care of your sick
I'm
people.
telling you.
Praying I don't catch COVID.
I'm
Praying.
telling you.
Going
And some
every
people
day.
just don't deserve kids. Like that girl that put her baby in the freezer.
Oh, no.
Or like that girl who has a daughter that killed the other young lady's son. The Kyrie, the baby Kyrie.
Babysitter.
The babysitter.
That baby was so precious. Look beautiful.
Why? Oh,
Precious. Both
Bro.
of the babies.
if the baby is making you that upset, you call the parent. You don't throw my
Wait,
baby
wait.
into no wall.
Did you see the text message?
Wait a
between
minute.
the
I
two?
didn't hear
Yeah.
about that. She threw the baby into a wall.
Yes. She, according to the news, they said that she threw the baby into the wall and
let
banged
y'all
the
know.
baby head against the wall or something along those lines, but definitely threw the baby. And then I read something that said the mother said that that's the doctor said that that's just a small piece of what was done to that child.
Yeah, the baby had broken bones and bruises from head to toe.
Abusing.
You not know
And
that
you have a
woman that
baby.
how many years they gave her?
I was just about
Whatever,
to
how many-
I
inquire
don't know if
about
they
that
sentenced- I
because
don't know if they
I don't
sentenced
believe
her.
Okay, if
her.
they do,
They've
she
charged
might
her.
get. She's going to get life.
she gonna get life, but she ain't gonna make it. She be gone.
Because
They
the
gon-
people
they
in there
gon-
don't play
and
about
in
kids
prison,
and
they don't-
women.
Exactly.
Kids and women. Unbelievable. And I send
It's
my
over
love
for
and my
her.
condolences to that young lady because I believe she was 18. Y'all, I'm sorry if I got that, but I believe she's 18. She said she didn't have any family, no mom, no dad. She just had her baby. And then people are ridiculing her on Instagram about how she's wearing her bundles and keeping herself up in her time of bereavement. Boy, this world's something else. They really are going in
So what you okay
on Instagram.
and lately, a lot of these babies has been dropping like flies.
My goodness.
Like
Yes,
flies.
they have.
I have a friend who has a friend who baby passed away. She didn't even get the chance to turn 7. It was from the pneumonia and flu, not even COVID. And she's gone. And then to look back for all these other kids, you got the baby in the freezer, you got this babysitter. That's
This
why I'm afraid
babysitter.
to leave my child with anybody.
Right, my niece and
And
nephew.
not only that, I saw a post going around that the lady had two twin boys, and her twin boys had just started swimming lessons, and she lost one in the class of swimming lessons. Now how? And you see all these kids here. How? How you let this boy drown?
You know what? I think I seen that.
How? And I just
Carelessness.
don't careless act.
Yeah.
And then for me, I'm not leaving my kid unattended with nobody. You gotta listen to your children. They young right now, but still, when babies are young, 1 or 2, and they say no, 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 and they crying,
Yeah.
they don't want to be with that person. Take
You
them
gotta
away
take
from
heed.
that
Why
person.
don't they take heed?
Your
They
child
don't.
ain't crying because they don't want you to go to work or they don't want
Have
you
you
to leave
had to
them.
deal with that with your own son?
No, I never had. If I did, I probably wouldn't be able to let him go. I couldn't send him. No,
Right.
no.
I have, certain family members, like, they get so frustrated because how they take care of their kids is different how I take care of mine. Like, people don't understand your how much you can handle. Like, the girl who hurt that baby,
Yeah.
killed that baby, she has a baby of her own. And they
Right,
used to
that's what
play
I'm
together.
saying.
She has enough because that's her child. She raised her
But
child.
you know what? I
But
went on her Instagram and I was
she
looking
don't
at the
have patience.
pictures. Her baby is not barely smiling in any of the pictures. So there's no telling what she be doing with her own baby.
Verbally,
Yeah.
emotionally, and mentally abuse that baby. If there is no bruise on that baby, she is doing that. And I don't care what anybody say. Abuse is abuse, and
Abuse,
the worst
verbal.
is really
It's-
mentally,
yes,
and
mental
emotional.
abuse, yes,
because
yes.
verbal comes in with that emotional mental
Yes.
state. Because you constantly telling
Yep.
somebody and being negative and negative,
Yes.
they're gonna believe it and they're gonna walk in that
Yes.
faith in the words that you say.
Come
and it
through.
comes from your parents.
It's still, speaking of parents, we gonna talk about that
comes
too,
from
baby.
your
Look
parents.
at God. Got it flowing because I want to talk about this because this mental, even as an adult, I even have had to reprogram me because of the ways of my parents and the ways of their parents that made them the way they are. It's healing is something that we don't talk about a lot,
Right.
no matter what, black, no matter what race.
What we gonna throw that out the
Yeah.
window. Race is out the window.
Right.
It's us as people, as a
Yes,
person.
us as people. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk about this, but I say our community, African American community, we have a lot of traumatic, and not negating others, but I'm just saying specifically in our community, we have a lot of traumatic experiences that are not being talked about, that are not being talked through or healed. Like I got a video. This young lady is in this video and she's talking about her parents.
Right.
And it's like the title of it was, you don't realize that your parents are the cause of your trauma.
Right.
So let's roll this video. It's about a good 5 minutes, but let's talk about this because we need to get into this.
Hear what you say.
Somebody's over here.
Smiley coming up. So in my house, with my mom, it was always everything was up for discussion. Everything was up for discussion because my mama, she a real understanding person. So it was literally a conversation I had growing up with me. I'm a real knowledgeable person. I like to know a lot of stuff. So the way I would come across and say things, she'll be like, I know you not coming from a standpoint of, you trying to be disrespectful to people, but some people don't understand you how I understand you. So you might have to correct yourself. So I literally had a conversation with my mom. I was like, okay, I'm finna tell you stuff and stop me when I get disrespectful. I express my feelings, but that don't happen with everybody. And so when I was standing up here and you guys were like, don't belittle your children, but the whole statement of, you're not on my level sounds like belittlement to us. It's saying you don't have as much value as me. You're not as important to me. You don't put up what I put up, so you can't have a say so in what we do. You don't pay bills. You don't own this house. You don't pay for nothing. So and it
That's
sounds
good.
and it
Go ahead.
and when you bring up the stuff that you do for your children, it makes us feel like a burden. It makes us feel like I can't wait till I grow up so I don't have to be a burden to you anymore. If you say it's like when people be like your parents had a life before you, it makes you feel like I made you so miserable and bitter and like I just don't want to be here anymore because you don't want me to be here anymore. So why should I be here and put my best foot forward if the person who gave birth to me and made me come in this life doesn't want me? How am I supposed to look at somebody else for love if I feel like I'm not getting love at home? What do you do when you want to have somebody to talk to, but they like you can't talk to them. You go to somebody else to talk to, and that's not who you want us to talk to. How am I supposed to come and talk to you, and you don't listen to me, but somebody else may listen to me, but they not gonna treat me how you want me to be treated? You love me, but you don't show it. But they don't love me, but they act like they love me. So I'm going to go to the person that acts like they love me, and not the person who. I'm going to go to the person who acts like they love me. Because when you grow up like this, and you grow up with people who emotionally stunt your growth, you go looking for other people and you insecure. You go looking for other people for sex, for people who going to tell you, oh, you're pretty. That's why the first person to tell you you're pretty, I'm glad my mama never, they say your parent and your family is your first bully, point out every insecurity you have, and then you want your kids to feel beautiful and smart and go to school with people who telling them the same thing you tell them. That's not going to work. You can't want to be your children's love and shelter, but you're not that. That's materialistic things. If God was only materialistic to you, you will feel hurt. You need to have your spirit be healed. You need to have your spirit be fed. It's okay to have clothes and shoes and all this stuff, but what about my spirit? What about my emotions? What about my mental state? You can't be, you look pretty on the outside. You got me nice shoes. You got me nice things. But I'm struggling on the inside. Some people want to commit suicide, but they look good on the outside. Y'all focus on the outside so much that you don't take the time. You say you listen to your children, but 9 times out of 10, you're not really listening because we don't feel safe. You say you create a safe space, but that's 9 times out of 10 is not true. Because even though my parents never hit me or they never threatened to hit me, they words hurt even worse. When you telling me, you never say you disappointed in me, but your body language show it all. You look at me like I'm just like you can't believe how you raised this. Some people say it to their kids, I can't believe I raised somebody like this. Well, if you raised me so beautifully that you shared you is, how come I ended up like this? It's a lot of things that go into having a kid, and some people end up resenting their kids when they have them too young or they have them with the wrong person. Some people just realize that sometimes it's too late to recognize the trauma, because when you get older and I don't have to spend time with you, how often do you see me? When I don't have to live with you no more, how often do you see me? When I have some people get jobs, some people hang out with friends' house because they don't want to go home, and you refuse to recognize that you yourself have caused your child's trauma, whether you want to admit it or not. And that's the issue.
Yeah.
Wow, so much to unpack in this video. And very, very intelligent young lady. Blessings to her, because she speaks well and she understands thoroughly. So I wrote down a couple of things from this video that I've heard this actually being a mentor. You make me feel like a burden, unable to talk to your parents. You love me but don't show it. Looking for love in other people. Family and parents are your first bullies.
Yeah, that is true.
All of that is trauma.
That leads a child to look for love in all the
wrong places.
Definitely does.
Yeah, and like I was saying before the video rolled, you know, even as an adult in areas in my life, there are areas that I still have questions about. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as a parent, Marcus, what would be your rebuttal to what she said? Like, what would you have to say back, starting with you and then you, because you guys are parents.
I mean, you know what? I think being on the receiving end of a lot of that, on kind of both sides of the coin, I think I would be more proactive as opposed to reactive when it comes to my son, as I try to be now, to prevent him feeling like that. You know what I mean? I'm never going to say things and belittle him. I'm never going to make him feel like a bird. You know what I mean? I know how certain things that were said to me made me feel. You know what I mean? Even with the absence of my dad. You know what I mean? I know how important me just being around for him, so having me to talk to about certain things is, you know what I mean? So, I just feel like, I hopefully will never get to that point. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm more of a proactive dad when it comes to things like that, as opposed to waiting till, it's too late. I'm going to listen to my son, you know what I mean? I'm going to listen to understand him, as opposed to listening to rebut, because I'm not going to be one of those parents that's just so hell bent on me being the one that's supposed to tell you what to do that I can't listen to anything that you say or understand you because
Right.
you know I'm so focused on you just being what I want you to be.
You're always right.
Yeah,
About everything.
Yeah. So I've had
Never
two parents
wrong.
like that. So I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna make sure that I listen and I keep an open ear and try to digest as much of as far as what he can. What he can, you know, vocabulary, what his vocabulary would allow him to express. You know what I'm saying? That age, I try to be good at meeting him where he is. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
Remembering where I was at that age. You know what I'm saying? Even down to body language and mood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not real surface with that. You know what I mean? I go, you know, as deep as I can to try to prevent things that might result in that kind of mindset later on.
Yeah.
know
So
what I'm
your mindset is to be more proactive, more embracing, more so than causing any more resentment or damage
Yeah, most
there
definitely.
is.
Yeah, because like I said, I
Yes.
know I'm the result of those type of things being said to me. You know what I'm saying? Or those actions being rendered on me. So I don't want to be that because I know where that take you mentally, and I know what it takes. It's like I understand how some people can't heal from it. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't because it's too much. It's, you know what I mean? So I don't want to you know run him through that ringer.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I.
Perfectly explained.
And any
Yep,
other, I mean,
as a
even
father,
future
too.
references. I mean, not only him, for every kid in future, if I have any more kids, you know what I mean? That'll be how I am. You know what I mean? I don't, you know, no matter what the circumstances is, you know what I mean? As far as if I'm with the mom, whatever, like even like with my son's mom, like we was never together, you know what I mean? But I'm going, you know, be there for him. Like he don't know no life without me. You know what I'm saying? Still, so even with me only meeting him right before he turned 2, still like you know, if you ask him next year, my dad was always there. You know what I mean?
Good.
So
Yeah.
that's the thing, you know. He knows who I am. He
knows who you are.
when he was 2 when I met him up until now. He still run up to me, you know, daddy. You know, now he learned how to spell and write, so now he call me DAD. You know what I mean? So it's just like love. So, you know, it's just like I try to keep that same energy with him, you know what I mean? And even when I, you know, if I see him every week or if I go, you know what I'm saying, sometimes a couple of weeks without seeing him, you know, it's always the same energy. We don't miss a beat. So that's how I try to keep it.
Good.
Yep,
Okay.
that's good.
What about you, Natalia? As a
Same
mom?
here. I'm gonna be proactive with baby girl. She be 7 in a week. I stay proactive with my child. I always listen to understand her. Always, because for her at her age, like I said, kids are aware of everything.
Yes,
you know,
they are.
spirit. They feel emotions, and it starts when you pregnant. It's all in the womb, so you know that. And that's my only child. That's my baby. That's my world. And she has 2 parents that's active, just live in different states. So I know I have to be her protector, and I have to be there. Yes, she's teaching me. That's number one. She's still teaching me how to be a
How
parent.
to be a mom.
So
Good.
I may know everything, but I don't know everything. So I'm still learning with her. So I'm gonna take the time and listen to her. Like yesterday, like she's in this summer camp thing, and I'll be so excited. Like, picked her up today. How was your day? What did you learn? What's going on? What did you do? I'm in her business. You know, I'm going as from now on till then, because I want her to be comfortable to come to me, to talk to me about any and everything, to never be afraid, because I'm your mother, your friend, your provider, your protector. I'm going to love you regardless of anything. And when you're wrong, I'm going to tell you you're wrong. And when you're right, I'm going to tell you right. So it's just the same thing. It's just about parenting, and you want to give that relationship. Because growing up, I had it, but I didn't have it as tough. Like, my parents instilled independence in me more. And they was there. I had everything I need. Tough love was presented too. Now, when she get older, I am going to show her a little bit of tough love, because everything, this is a dog-eat-dog world.
Yes,
It's not going to be glitter and
hell.
gold all the time.
My God.
Now, I'm honest with her. Like, if somebody don't sugarcoat to my baby. Oh, but she's going on 7. Because it carries on with them. Don't sugarcoat nothing with her. I tell her daddy all the time, don't sugarcoat. Say, yeah, if you can't do it. If you can, you can do it.
Because you never know. I ain't going to say you never know.
They hold on to that.
I was going to say the level of intelligence that your kid may have inside of their mind versus what they're able to express to you may be further than what you're able to see. They may be bright and smart, you know what I mean, all that, but they on the inside, they may be a little bit sharper than that, and they just can't express
Way
it,
sharper.
right?
My goodness.
So with that being
that's
said,
true.
you know, when they come to you and ask something, like if they're unsure about it, you have to give them a straight up answer. You know what
I
mean?
give
Tell
her
them
the
because
straight up
now
answer.
Yes.
when they find out elsewhere, now they're looking at you and your credibility and your integrity
Right.
as the person who you say I can come to you with everything, I can trust you. But now it's like I asked you this thing
Now
that
you
was
a
real,
hypocrite.
that was real simple, something small that
Yeah.
wasn't even, you know what I mean?
That's good.
And
Yeah.
now when you breached my trust just off of that little nugget, now I know I feel like I can't come to you with nothing big
Now you a
because
walking
you
hypocrite.
couldn't even handle this little nugget that I tried to lay
True.
on you.
And I think that parents need to learn to not be so dismissive of their children. You know, no matter whether you're uncomfortable with the topics, don't dismiss your children.
Right.
You know, and I see that a lot. You know,
Go
our
ask your mama.
parents.
Go ask your dad.
Yeah.
Go ask your grandma. Go ask your uncle.
Yeah.
I ask you.
I
you are
asked
the
you.
one that I am comfortable with.
There
You
we
told me
go.
to go and ask somebody who I may not be that
Okay,
comfortable
so
That's
let
the
me say
one.
that's the one. Now, when it comes to mommy and daddy, like my daughter come to me about a lot of questions. I give her the straight up answer.
Yeah.
But if it becomes repetitive and if it's my answer not good enough, but it's the truth, you need to talk to your daddy at this point.
But
and I
yeah.
have to talk with him before she talks to him. Tell her to her straight.
Yeah.
Be easy with her. She got to hear it from the horse's mouth because her questions is about you or whoever she may have questions about that's in my family. I'm going to tell her
And
the
kids
answer.
want to know.
And they want to know.
And
they
parents
not
don't
trying
be
to
patient.
Be grown or be
Yeah.
nosy or nothing.
Yeah.
They want to know.
They want
like
to
with
know.
My mama, she be like, well, why Gigi this? I tell her why. Well, okay. Next go around. But Gigi didn't do that. Why? Call Gigi. Put her on Put her on speaker. And you ask. I sit right there. You ask her.
I think that parents need to practice patience even more
Yeah.
now than ever, but just be patient with your children, with each other, though. Like,
Yeah.
because we all got questions.
Y'all learning from one
We
another.
are all still learning and still healing and still evolving and still trying to figure it out.
Yep. Every day
Every
is every
single
day is a healing
day.
process
Yes,
and a
it
learning
is.
process.
Yes, it
We
is.
learn every day
Yes.
from sun up to sundown, and we
Sun
heal
up
from
to
sun up and
sundown.
sundown. Depression, everybody deal with depression different.
True.
Depression is something serious.
Yes, it
and
is.
You cannot ignore
And
or
it's not
neglect
talked
it.
about enough.
It is not.
It's not.
It's not. You think people are happy because they smiling on the inside and they out and about and they joyful, but deep inside they killing. They dying
goodness.
inside
Yep.
because they feel like they don't have that unconditional love they've been yearning for since day one.
True. So now that you done said that, starting with you, Marcus, and then I'll go next to D. What would be one thing you would tell your younger self in your healing process?
One thing I would tell my younger self is, believe in yourself. You know what I mean? I would try to instill as much confidence. I would say whatever I would say would be to instill as much confidence as I could in my younger self. You know what I mean? To help
agree.
to stay on the path that I know is right for me and not be strayed by any peer pressures, by any people's thoughts and what they felt like was cool or the cool things to do and being involved. So yeah, I would just tell myself to be sure of myself because I always was, but it was like the times that I die. You know how you second guess? You see what I mean? Like, damn, I should have followed my first mind. Like it would be just follow your first mind on all of the shit, everything that you feel like that you want to do. You know what I mean? Because I turned out, I end up rendering a lot of things right now in my adult life that began as seeds in my childhood. And if I had stuck to a lot of those things that I let fall to the wayside or got distracted or turned away from, I would be a lot more aware in what I wanted to be right now. You know what I mean?
So
I
basically,
feel like it would be just
what you didn't know then, what you know now, you would,
Yeah, I would apply more. You know what I'm saying? Just
right.
apply or just stay more. Because I know I feel like when I was younger, I don't know why, but I just feel like I was stronger when I was younger. Like mentally, like I was just more inspired. I was more driven. You know what I mean? I just had more energy to, and I would try to keep that flame. You know what I mean? And that because over the time it was the disappointments, the breaks or the shots at your confidence, and the things that put the water on that killed your fire out. You know what I'm saying? Experiences, like I said, trial and error. Failing. You know what I mean? I would just, like I say, be more confident in myself and following my first mind and doing what it is that I know that I wanted to do and be. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't turn out too far from what I wanted to be from childhood. So it's just
good.
like, you know what I mean?
That's good. Amen. Hey. What about you?
I agree. Just by what he said about confidence. I wished I had confidence. I had the confidence instilled in me, but I wish that carried along with me to my adolescence to my adulthood. Because, like you said, I believe children, when we're born into this world, we're not born to hate. We're not born to be sad, depressed. We're born with confidence. We're born with happiness. We're born with all of that. All of those negative energy come with us between the people around us. Our parents, may not be parents, school, education, anywhere around us. That's where the lack of confidence and the lack of ability to grow and be self-aware comes from. So that's what I say, when kids are first brought into this world, you gotta let them be them. Like my daughter, I let her have her own personality, not too much, but let her have her own personality.
If we want our kids and our parents wanted us to be better than them, bigger than them, you know what I'm saying? It would be almost what they say, that's doing the same thing, expecting different results. Insane. It would almost be insanity for us for them rather to want us to pattern ourselves after them exactly, like, and do what they did, how they did it. I'm not gonna be anything more than you, bigger than you, if I do everything the same way that you did it. So you have to accept me for who I am. I may be, you know what I'm saying, a visionary a little bit past you. I can see a little bit further than you. You know what I mean? Right. The days and the times change. You know what I mean? It was, I was growing up in an era where my parents were telling me to go work for the big three, work for an auto plant.
Mine too.
Me
too.
What I'm saying?
That was the thing to do. That was that. Go to the damn military. Go to the army or something. You know what I mean? Now we live in a day and age where it's all about entrepreneurism. You know what I mean? And I was 15, 20 years ahead of myself, putting together a plan for myself to be an entrepreneur, not even knowing that this day was going to come like this. You know what I mean? So again, you know what I mean? If I had stuck to my guns on a lot of things that I was, deterred away from, didn't have the confidence, my confidence was broken about, you know what I mean? Failed at it and didn't keep at, you know what I'm saying? I would be a whole lot more, you know what I'm saying, and what I wanted to be.
Wow. I got a few things that I would tell my younger self. You're beautiful, because I lacked confidence a lot, because, man, this is deep, y'all. I went through a lot.
She gonna cry in the car.
Friend, you need to show her the crown. I'm always warm.
But I wrote down something here. You are not what your family says you are.
No, you're not. You're more than that.
And my family, mom and dad, but mom and dad's side, not mom and dad, but they used to get real jealous of my light and the greatness that God has instilled in me. And they used to shun me for being a believer and being just a light. And you can't help when God favors you to do a thing. And I used to feel so left out, so picked on, kind of like Joseph was in the Bible. And I used to have a lot of insecurities about self. And if I was to tell the younger Kisha Key, I would say, you're beautiful. You are great. You are not what they say you are. You will be more.
And F the naysayers.
And you have more to do.
Yes.
And I would tell the young girls the same thing, because it's a lot of Kisha Keys out there.
Love yourself.
Yes.
It starts with you.
Yeah. And find people that are willing to love on you, though. It's nothing wrong with the village helping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you got to be careful with the people that you want to love on you, because if they can't direct to give you the same energy, the love, affection you give yourself,
true. It all starts with self.
They got to be out the door. And the confidence starts right then and there, because it's people like, they love on themselves, they build confidence with themselves, and then they meet somebody that give them everything, but it's a facade. is what it what's the sheep and
Wolf and sheep, yeah.
yeah, and that's all it is. But you gotta be careful. You gotta know the two. And, and even if that's the case, you gotta be strong-willed. You gotta be that tree to hold it down for yourself. Because at the end of the day, only you got you.
And I went
Mommy
through
and
that.
daddy, sisters, and all of them. Everybody come in your life for a reason, but they come and go. They're not here to stay forever. No one. And I had to realize that.
Look, Leo told him, so let her cry this. Leo already crying in the comment. That's my sister, baby girl, Kisha Key. I don't care. She can cry right
gonna
here
cry.
on the table. She wanted
can
to.
cry if she
We
want
got
to.
tissue.
Because it's just this is stuff that, you know, people don't talk about. And when you look like where we are now and where you've come, like my life, I'm blessed and I'm thankful, and I always show that gratitude. But I had a lot of jealousy. I have a lot of sisters, and I had a lot that I had to deal with growing up from the women in my family, and always being shunned for, oh, you got on too much makeup, or you wearing this. But I was always extra flashy. This is me. And you have sometimes people see your light before
They
you
don't
do.
look as good as you doing the shit that you do.
Thank you.
Right.
So now
Oh,
they
you
like,
went
you
to
know
school.
what? I need you to humble yourself. I
Yeah.
need you to turn your flame
Yeah.
down.
So we could
Thank
be
you,
on
so
the
we
same
can
wave,
balance out.
so we can be compatible.
You
Yeah.
shining a little too
Yeah.
bright. You know what I'm saying? You take
Thank you.
Anybody,
Jealousy.
anytime you come around,
Yeah.
You
the
dim in my
spotlight is
light.
on you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That. There we go. See, that's what I'm
You
saying.
dim in my light.
Oh, you went to school. You got your bachelor's. You got your master's. I did that for me. You had that same opportunity. You
To
still
be
do.
around you, for them people, they should have looked at you as motivation.
Oh no, they was doing what you said, trying to bring you
yeah,
down,
'cause
and
that's
it's
what
bad.
They do. That's what they do. But you
Because
know
when
what?
you
You
become-
know
Yes.
what? Deep down inside, they admire you.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
just
yeah,
can't.
yeah.
Your
do-
haters are your number one fans.
Oh yeah, they just couldn't do what you could do and what you did. They wanted to so bad, but instead
ever
of saying,
see-
"I'm proud of you. I love you, cousin. I love you, sis. Oh, let's do this together." You inspire me, inspiration, and everything. Instead of them doing that, they bashed you because of what you was doing, because they could not do.
How many times y'all been sitting at the table with y'all girls, right? Mm-hmm. You know, a chick come in, she's gorgeous, right? But it's that one bitter Becky, wicked witch of the West Side ass chick at the table to say, "This bitch thinks she the shit. Look at her shoes, though. Her shoes ain't
Yeah,
like she got to point
and
out
I
the one
honestly
thing."
deal with that now a little bit.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the reason why. You know,
all
Actually,
do.
a lot.
We
Yeah.
all know.
So you know, those are people who see you and they see in you something that they don't have. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They represent. So now they're insulted just by your presence.
Not knowing the work that you
They're
had to do to
insulted
get there.
just by your it insults them.
Yes.
What's
Right?
that Mary Mary song?
But really, it's just you reflect the insecurity. You show them. It's like you
Yep.
you walk by and it's like a mirror, and you show them
The
what they're
reflection.
not.
Yeah. What's that? It's the God in me. Mary Mary song.
Mary
When
Mary.
she says she get on her knees and she pray behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
Even behind closed doors, you don't know. People always say, "Oh, I want to be like her. I want relationship goals. I want to be like them." You don't know what that person went through to get what they went through.
Thank you.
Everybody's story is different.
Everybody.
But everybody, listen, but no sin is greater than the next.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people feel like, they feel that way. They feel like, oh, yours stank, mine's don't. It smell like roses. It stank.
And you know what I
It's gonna
despise
stink,
so
but
bad
you
though?
got it.
The brothers.
The
They
brothers,
could
yes.
get along with one another and shake it off. But the sisters, all of us women, we
in
have a
competition.
problem with forgiving and letting it go. I just hit the mic. But we have a problem with, okay, I'm sorry, sis. What can I do to make it right? It's
Right.
always a competition.
It's always a
It's
competition.
bad.
It's bad.
It is. It is.
It's
And I
bad.
feel like no matter how many woman seminars we have, it's still the
still
same
bad.
revolving
But you know,
door.
9 out of 10 is, you know, sometimes certain, I want to say, men who hate themselves do that to a lot of women.
Oh, we
They-
can
they-
dig
yeah.
into that about men hating
But-
themselves and giving off that insecurity.
I done digged up a hole.
Because listen, this is something. Sometimes your own man could be jealous of your life.
Your light, everybody around you, everybody that look your way. If you my man and I look good, you should be happy.
Thank you. Don't wear that. Don't go outside with that on.
Yeah, don't do that.
And same for
You
y'all,
know
Marcus.
me, like,
Sometimes your women be jealous of your light too. It's not no one-sided thing.
It's not one-sided.
It's one band, one sound.
That's the reason why it's very hard
Yeah.
for me to get into a relationship, because like when I have the relationship that I have with all of y'all beautiful asses, right? And how close we are, how much we talk, how much we interact, right? And now it's like I get with you, a chick get with me because I'm a business owner, I'm cool, all of that shit, waves, dimples, whatever the fuck, right? And now you want me to turn all of that shit off, all of the things that's likable about me, or or you want me to change who I am. You know what I'm saying? To be conductive conducive to who you want me to be for you. Like I'm not gonna change myself. I'm not gonna expect you to change yourself. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean?
Facts.
And I'm not gonna change myself to anybody that you want me to be. I'm gonna be who I am.
And that's what I said with my last show. We got to be careful making sacrifices.
And I was just about to say,
sacrificing your own self.
Yep. And then I was just about to say, and then in comes the conversation. Oh well, you need to sacrifice for things that you want and all of that. Yes, but not to the point where I change who I am. Especially me, like I'm not no spring chicken and shit. I'm already set in my ways and who I am and what I am.
Yep.
You're either gonna take me for who I am and what I am or not. You're not gonna change me to anything outside of what I want to be and who I already am, to make me fit into your life.
Like you told me the other day, sometimes you can try to force somebody to be something they don't want to be.
Yes.
You said that.
You got to accept people for who they are and stop placing expectations.
I'm learning. I'm still getting
Stop
that.
it.
Nah.
Stop it. Stop placing expectations on somebody else.
Man.
Now, if they ready to change, they're gonna change for their own perspective.
If they're ready to be that, that's
what they want.
That's when it's naturally right, not when somebody has to drag. You have to drag a motherfucker kicking and screaming into.
Now you may wonder why you in this person's life and they ain't never changed. You probably in this person's life to teach them something. You might not be in that person's life to change it right then and there, but you taught them something. You didn't walk away when you in somebody's life and you go through things with that person. That person's going through. And they like being around you. I had to learn that because I used to like, why this person want to be around me? And I didn't know that I'm a teacher out here. I'm barely learning. I'm learning myself.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that I was giving energy to people that didn't have what I had, because I had to build that for myself. You know what I'm saying? So people will take, I call them vampire energies. They
Leeches.
will keep leeches, vampire energies.
You know what I'm saying?
Keep taking it, because that's what they yearn for the most. Because they never got it nowhere else, and they never got it with themselves. So you just taught that person how to love themselves outside of all the BS that's around them.
Well, see, now we digging off into loving. Okay, narcissism. Okay,
yeah, that's what it is. And we ain't on the time. We ain't on the, you work tomorrow.
Oh man,
you work tomorrow.
No, I got a choir rehearsal.
What time?
I'm gonna tell you off air. Well, you guys,
please don't tell me. You know I'm going to.
No, well, you guys, it has been one magnificent show. As you see, we were on our way to about 45 more minutes. But I just want to say thank y'all so much for the support and the continuous interaction on the Kisha Key Show. You all are very much appreciated. I hope that you got a lot out of tonight, in which I believe you have. A big shout out to Erica, Darrell, Nicole, Leo, all of y'all that are in the comments. We do appreciate, we weren't able to get to every single comment, but we do appreciate you interacting with us on the show. And I just want you all to know to be encouraged, spend time with self, and definitely do the healing to get the trauma together. Do the work.
Yes. Because your higher self is waiting on that door,
yes,
waiting.
Your
Wait
future
for you to
is
knock.
knocking at you.
Yes.
For real.
At all times.
Thank you, Erica. Until next time, I love you all. Peace, love, and blessings. Stay safe. Be encouraged. Love on one another. And we out.
I thought she was going to say peace, love, and chicken grease.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
What's good, everybody? It's your girl, Kisha Key. Make sure y'all tune into the Kisha Key Show every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on 7 Mile Radio. To donate to the show, purchase merchandise, check out old episodes, or register your business to be a sponsor for the Kisha Key Show, visit 7mileradio.com/Kisha Key.